Hello everyone, I'm Frank, and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called Double Double Trouble by Webb the Third. Excuse me. And here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit such that every row, column, and designated 9-cell region contains the digits 1 through 9 exactly once each. We have dynamic fog, where the grid is covered in fog. Correctly entering a digit will clear the fog in that cell and potentially others. No guessing is required. So we will clear the fog in the cell that's placed correctly and potentially other cells. We have crop key dots, where if two cells are separated by a white dot, the digits are consecutive, and if two digits are separated by a black dot, one digit is double the other. Not all dots are necessarily given. So for example, if this were, say, a 6, this would have to be 5 or 7 to be consecutive there. And say we had a black dot somewhere like here. Then if this were 2, this would have to be 1 or 4 to maintain, so that one is double the other, or essentially they maintain a 1 to 2 ratio. And that's how crop key dots work. We also have diagonal crop keys, where if a crop key dot is located on the vertex between 4 cells, it applies to both diagonal pairs. So, for example, if, well, we have a black dot here, that means if this were, say, a 4, this would have to be 2 or 8, and this would have to be some sort of pair also, which is in a 1 to 2 ratio. So this could be like 3 and 6 there, and that could potentially work. So that's how diagonal crop key pairs work. And finally, we have a killer cage, where digits in a cage do not repeat and must sum to the value given in the top left corner of the cage. We don't know where the cage is, but say we had a cage here and there was a 10 in the upper left-hand corner. Then if you had a 3 here, this would have to be 7, because these digits would have to add up to 10, because they're in a cage with a 10 in the upper left-hand corner. That's assuming that that's the case. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay, these are in a 1 to 2 ratio, but these have a difference of 1 here and a difference of 1 here. So therefore, this must be, and this is the same thing here. This must be in a 1 to 2 ratio, and it has a difference of 1 and a difference of 1 here. So that means it could be, this is definitely guaranteed to be a difference of 2. This is either a difference of 0 or a difference of 2 here. So this must be a difference of 2. So one must be 2 and the other must be 4. So these have to be 2, 4 pairs here. Same with these, right? So this is 2 and 4. If this is 1, that would guarantee you have to have a 2 here. Actually, no, this digit must be consecutive with both 2 and 4. So this is 3, which is in 1 to 2 ratio with 6. Same with this. This is 2 and 4, so this is 3. We have 3 here. That's 3 here. This is 6. This is 6. This is 6. If we try to make this a 1, the problem is this would be consecutive with 2 and 2, but it would also have to be in a 1 to 2 ratio with 2 here. And that would be problematic because we have 2 2s in the row and the column. So this cannot be 2. Therefore, this must be 3 and 6. And this must be 3 and 6 also. These add up to 11. And you cannot have 3 or 6 in the pair. So that eliminates 3, 8, and 5, 6. So this must be a 2, 4, 7, 9 quadruplet. Right? 2 and 9, 4 and 7, which leaves the remaining digits as 1, 5, and 8. Well, we're guaranteed one of these digits is from 2 or 4, and this is from 2 or 4. So, and this must be 2 or 4 here, and that must be 2 or 4. So the 2 or 4 here, we're going to mark that as yellow. The 2 or 4 that's here is orange. This has to be the other 2 or 4, which means this cannot be orange. This is yellow, which makes that orange. This can't be yellow, so this must be orange here and yellow here. This is a 2-4 pair, though, in row 5 and column 5. That eliminates 2 and 4 in the rest of the column. So this is 7, 9. This is 7, 9, which means this is 2 and 4, and this is 2 and 4. So this is red, yellow 2, 4, which makes this orange 2, 4, which makes this yellow 2, 4. This orange 2, 4 makes this yellow 2, 4, and this is orange 2, 4. This is 5 and 9, or 6 and 8. Cannot be 6 here because of the 6 in the column. So this is 5 and 9, which is 9 is consecutive with 8. So one of these is 8 to be consecutive here. 5 is consecutive with 4 or 6. So 6 cannot be here because of 6 in the row. And we are guaranteed an 8 has to be here. Which means in this right central box, 8 cannot have an 8 there, whereas the 8 in the box, it must be one of these two, which eliminates 8 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 8, which means one of these two must be 8. Which means we have an 8 here. These 3 digits are consecutive. These 3 digits are consecutive. And we're guaranteed an 8 here, so this cannot have 5 or 9 because of 5 or 9 in the box as a pair. So 6, 7 are ruled out from this. It has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4. So this can't be 3, so it could be 3, 2, and 1 there. Or this is 3 with 2 or 4, and 2 or 4 there. So we're guaranteed 2 has to be one of these 3 digits, and 3 has to be one of these 2 digits. Where is 1 in this box, then? 1 has to be one of these 3 digits, which means 1 can't be here. Okay, not sure if that's helpful. This digit has to be 1, 5, 7, 8, 9. But it cannot be 5 or 9. So this is 1, 7, or 8 here. These digits, so this digit has to be consecutive with both of these digits. You cannot have 2 here because 1 and 3 would have to be there, and we already have the 3 in the box. 1 doesn't work. 9 doesn't work. 4 doesn't work because that would require 3 and 5 to be there, and we already have a 3 in the box. So this is 5, 6, 7, or 8. And that would force this. Okay, so these are all, these 2 are consecutive, these are consecutive, these are consecutive, and these are consecutive. So we have to have, this cannot be 1 and 2. And 1 and 2 in this upper left-hand box are only consecutive with each other. So this can't be 1 or 2. This is 4 through 9 here. This cannot be 2 or 3. So 2 can't be here. So we're guaranteed 2 has to be one of these digits here. So if 2 is here, 1 would be here. If 2 is any of these, this can't be 2 because that is not consecutive with 5, 6, 7, or 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8 is consecutive with 4 through 9. But this can't be 6, and this can't be 6. So if we try to have 5 here or 7 here, that doesn't work because it would require 6 to be in one of these spots. So this cannot be 5, 5 or 7. And where is the 6 in this upper right-hand box? Can't be here because of 6 in the row. Actually, can't be here, can't be here. And this is not consecutive with any other digits if 5 and 9 and 8 are out. So this has to be 6 here. This is 8. 8 is consecutive with 9. 6 is consecutive with 5. 6 eliminates 6 here, so that's 8, which is consecutive with 7 and 9. So this has to be 7 and 9 because 6 cannot be either of these. This eliminates 7, 8, and 9 here in this row. This has to be 7, 1, or 4 here, which is a guaranteed 7 in one of those cells. We have 6 has to be one of these two cells. Because it can't be here or here because of 6 is in the row. Can't be here because of 6 in the column. So either this is 6, which would force that to be 5 or 7, or this to be 5 or 7 across here. 6 has to be one of these two. 3 cannot be here or here, or here because of 3 in the columns and 3 in the row. So 3 has to be one of these two, and that's not going to be consecutive with 6. So this has to be 6 here, which is consecutive with 5 or 7. Therefore, this is 5 and 7 in a 1 to 2 ratio. 3 is one of these. So it's either 3 between 2 and 4, or 3 here, 2, 1, or 3, 4, and 5. It cannot be 3, 4, 5 because of the 5, 7 pair in the box. So this is 2 or 3, where you're guaranteed a 3 there. So therefore, this must have a 2 here, which eliminates 2 in the rest of the column. So this must be 1. So one of these two is a 2, and therefore this is 1. 6 cannot be here, or any of these digits, or this, so this must be 6 over here. Remaining digits are 1, 2, and 4, 5. So 2 and 1, 2 or 1. This can't be 5, so that's 4 with 5. And this could be 4, 5 with 4, 5 there. So we have a 2, 4, 2, 4 pair in row 3. So this must be the yellow 2, 4, which means this can't be 4 here. It's 1 or 7. Orange 2, 4 cannot be here. So orange 2, 4 must be one of these two. Therefore, we have an orange 2, 4 here and orange 2, 4 in row 1. Where is the orange 2, 4 in this upper left-hand box? It cannot be here because of the one of these is orange 2, 4. This is orange 2, 4 here, and this can't be 2 or 4 because to be consecutive here, this has 2 is with 1, 4 has to be with 5. So this must be the orange 2, 4 here. So this becomes a 2, 4, 2, 4 pair. So this is a 1, 7 pair, which eliminates 1 and 7 in the rest of the box. So this is 2, 3, and 4 as a triplet, which means 2 and 4 on the edge. This must be 3. So this cannot be the orange 2, 3. This has to be the orange 2, 3. And this must be yellow 2, 3 here. Therefore, 2 and 4 have to be here as a set. And therefore, it must be 3 here, which forces this to be 2 or 4, and this to be 2 or 4. That means this is the orange 2, 4. This is the yellow 2, 4. Well, we know we have 8 yellow 2, 4s. We know where the last yellow 2, 4 has to be. It has to be here. Let's just remove the coloring here. We don't need it. We have 8 orange 2, 4s. We know where the last orange 2, 4 has to be. It has to be here. So this is 1 and 7 here. This can't be 4 anymore. So it's 1 and 5, 2 and 4. 5, 7 here. What are the remaining digits in this lower left-hand box? They're 1, 8, and 9. Okay. 8's consecutive with 7 or 9. That's fine. 7 or 9 here. Remaining digits in this left central box. 1, 5, 7, 8, 9. Obviously, none of these can be 8. No 8 here because of 8 in the column. This can't be 8 because of 8 in the column. So where is the 8 in this lower left-hand box? It's one of these two, which eliminates 8 here. So where is the 8 in this left central box? It must be here. So this is 8. Remaining digits in row 8 are 1, 8, and 9. Oops. 1, 8, and 9. This cannot be 9. This cannot be 1. Okay. 1 to 2 ratio, so that's done. Remaining digits are 1, 5, 7, 8, 9. Again, 8 cannot be these. 1, 5, 7, 8, 9. 1, 5, 7, 8, 9. We should have a lot of 3s now. We do. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We know where the last 3 has to be. It has to be here. Aha. Okay, there we go. That's 3 in the corner. We celebrate because we know we're close to solving it. This adds up to 14 without a 6. So it must be 5 and 9. This then adds up to 15 without a 6. It's 7 or 8. This can't be 8 because of 8 in the column, so that's 7. This is 8, which eliminates 8 here, so it's 1. This can't be 1 or 9. It's 8. That eliminates 8 from being here, which means this is 8 here. This can't be 1 or 8. It's 7, which eliminates 7 in the rest of the box. So this is forcing this to be 8 here. 7 eliminates 7 in the rest of the row. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so this is a 1, 9 pair, which forces this to be 5. This can't be 1 or 9, it's 8. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 1 and 5. No 1 or 5 here, no 5 here, no 8 here. This 8 eliminates 8 here. So we have a 7, 9 pair in row 1, which eliminates 7, 9 in the rest of the row. This can't be 7 or 9. It's 1, which forces this to be 5. This can't be 1, 5, 7, 9. It's 8. 5 is consecutive with 4. So all the oranges are 4. All the yellows are 2. This must be 1 here. 1 eliminates 1 here, so it's 7 and 1. 1 eliminates 1 here. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 9. This can't be 5 or 9. It's 1. So no 1 here, no 1 here. This can't be... This 9 eliminates 9 here, so it's 7, which makes that 9, which makes that 7. 7 and 9 eliminate 7 and 9 here, so it's 5, which forces this to be 9 and 5. 9 forces this to be 7, forces that to be 9. But we already knew that from the cage. This can't be 5 or 9. It's 1 or 7. 5 eliminates 5 here. So that's 7, which makes this 5. Yeah, that's already That would have already been done by the diagonal crop key. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 1 and 7. 1 eliminates 1 here, so it's 9 and 1. This can't be 1 or 7, so that forces this to be 9. That's 7, and this is 1. That leaves this digit as 9 and this digit as a 5. And that's a solution. Yeah, fairly straightforward. Where was the hairy part? Guess it was trying to figure this part out here, right? This was fairly easy because it's 2 and 4. And then we already knew that you can't have 1 there, so it had to be 3 in between them. And 5 is never going to be... Oh, one thing I didn't say is 5 can't be next to a black crop key dot, because if you have 5, you get 2.5. If you double 5, you get 10, none of which are digits. Normal Sudoku digits. So that's the reason why this has had to be 1 and 3. Apologies for that. I should have specified that earlier. I went a little too fast through my thought process. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.